Give us 1 sec, guys. So give us 1 second, guys, while we just wait for our guest this evening. But yeah, I do apologise, a bit lateness of the live video. Just got back in from work and I need to get some tea as well. But hopefully we'll have Alex and Harvey Cursley joining us very shortly for a live interview. You may have seen that we had, of course, our good friend Darryl Allen on the Facebook page as of Monday, but I'm hoping that Alex and Harvey will join. Good evening, Darryl. Hope everything is well. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what tonight brings. But you know, we're going to be talking for around 30 minutes. Hopefully, things do get going on Hopper's Motorsport vlogs. But hopefully, you guys can hear us, and hopefully, we'll get into tonight's live video very shortly. Mark, I live on my own. Well, I don't live on my own. I live with Jen, so it's going to be very interesting to see. But just remember, please do keep the comments sensible, because we are having another guest for this evening. I'm just going to tag away. And then get the hopefully get the guests on very soon. Help if I could spell, wouldn't it? So we'll see what's going to happen. Just going to... Oh, good shout, Chris James Racing. Thank you, Darryl. That's a good shout. I'm just hoping that... there we go. Speaking of our guests, hopefully it works this time without any technical difficulties. Fingers crossed, because last time Monday was a bit technical. But hopefully we get tonight's guests involved very soon. There we go. Evening, gents.
Oh, you're right. Oh, you're right. Right, we got there. We're on.
I do apologise for a bit of lateness, but we're here tonight to talk about your karting, Harvey, as well as your dad Alex's racing career.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see what you guys do, because I don't know much about you guys. You guys have found me through social media, which is great to reach out, and I appreciate you sharing everything that I've put on the page, and I can't thank you guys enough.
No, that's all right. No, it's all cool.
Where do we start? Because I'm going to put the timer on for 30 minutes as we agreed. So when that goes off, you guys can hopefully...
I need my beauty sleep, so half an hour. Much more than that, but yeah. So I'm Alex Cursley. My team is Cursley Motorsport. This is Harvey, my son. He's 14. So my team, we've got a team of Hyundai Coupe Cup cars. Got 4 of them now. I started racing them about 8 years ago, and then we've done all right. We've won the series twice and got loads of wins and all that sort of thing. And since then, I've sort of like built the team up to the point where I sort of do arrive and drives for people. And yeah, it's going well. We sort of like turned into quite a decent team now. So
that's good.
So yeah, that's basically what we're doing. Yeah. And Harvey as well. Obviously, he's been around the paddock since he can remember. And then of course he's wanted to get in a kart. So we've done loads of karting, loads of training. Then we raced the corporate cars where we trained.
Right.
And he went away IKR, and now he wants to get in a car, and here we are. That's the point we're at now. So
Yeah, of course. It's a bit scary as well, isn't it? Going from karts to I believe it's the junior championship you're on about entering, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about what you're going to go into this year?
So this year we've sort of moved from karts, big step really, isn't it? And it's basically the Junior Saloon Car Championship, big thing. A lot of good drivers. It's a good championship to get into. And what would you say about it, really?
Yeah, so it is a big step, you know.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
He's got loads of experience behind him, and we took him out. He's sort of driven a car round a circuit once.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
We've obviously like done a bit of driving around car parks and stuff. It's just like recently we sort of bridged that gap from doing that to actually driving around a circuit. We went to Blighton Park in one the coupe, and within 2 sessions he'd got it nailed. He's driving around like a race driver at pace. And he's looking really good. I was sort of quite proud, really, you know. We're looking good, you know.
Good. It's good to hear. Obviously, it's a 6-ton Saxo, isn't it, in the Junior Saloon Car Championship, if I remember rightly? I could be confused.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So they're all Saxo VTRs, you know. Quite a sort of controlled regulation sort of thing. One make championship.
Yeah.
I think it's only like one of 3 junior championships that you is that right?
Yeah, there's Genettos, Saxos, and
Fiestas. And then there's the Fiestas, isn't there? Yeah. Because obviously we know the Genettos from the British Touring Car paddock, so it's kind of like, you know, out of the 3, obviously going into the Saxos, you know, I think that's probably the right. I'm not going to say, I don't know whether it's the right step for you guys, or because I don't know much about it, so I need to do my research. But is it the right thing for you guys to go into, budget-wise?
I mean, of course, the budget's always a tricky thing.
Answer, isn't it?
Yeah. So I mean, the initial outlay for the other 2 championships, like the Ginetta and Fiestas, is quite a lot. So the Saxos is sort of like the only one that we just about managed to do to get set up. There's still quite a hefty running budget, which we're still working on at the moment.
Yeah, of course,
But we're quite confident that we can get that sorted out. I mean, we're not millionaires.
No, of course,
I mean, I've got my team, so I can use that to run the car partly, and then we've got my sponsors, which I'm working on, and other new sponsors that we're sort of in talks with, and hopefully we can bring it all together and get them a season out of it, because he's got something there. Do you know what I mean? It's
exactly.
Yeah,
and that's what you want, because you want to keep it in the family, don't you? You want to keep the motorsport generation going. You know, it's like you know, I just do it as a fun. I just do it for fun. But to get people like yourselves that run an own team, and Harvey's done karting, it's fascinating to see what the outcome is realistically, because you never know. I might find out a free weekend where I can go and visit, hopefully, and see how things go. You know. Because you're more than welcome to come along to any of our dues. I need to find time where I'm not working, or it doesn't clash with British touring cars and stuff like that. Because you know, and hopefully if I do come along, I'll do a vlog, and then you guys get the rights to use it. So you know, it'll be there put on like our YouTube channel, and then you guys can share it around or do whatever you need with it. You know, you're more than welcome to. Same with this page. If you see anything you want to know more after tonight, drop me a message any time of day, and I'll reply when I can, and I can help you out and try and point you in the right direction if I can.
Yeah, no, that's good. Yeah, that's Yeah, that's what we're after is you know, more video content,
Yeah,
more sharing and all
exactly. And
that. It helps, you know, with sponsors and that sort of thing. You know, we sort of realised the you know, video content is sort of like the way forward, really. You know, it's a post is easy to skip by. People want to watch something. You know,
of course,
kind of easy a
They,
little bit.
they want to see it as a video, not as a. I'm not saying the posts are any good, but from my perspective, they want to see action. They don't want to just see posts because they think, well, when's that ever going to happen? Because sometimes I'll admit, when I try to do a vlog, I've put it off for months or weeks, and I've never got round to it until I've had a day off or I've got time to do it. But for you guys, it's getting it out there and getting your name out there. I know for yourself, Alex, you're doing the Hyundai Coupe Championship, but to get more exposure, I think it's better that people see it and spread it around the world, basically.
Yeah. It's more interesting, isn't it? A video, you can see what's going on. I mean, a post, a written post with a photo, I mean, it could be an hour old or it could be
2 days.
5 years old. No,
exactly. No, you don't.
You know, you've got to do stuff. But the thing with Harvey, I mean, I should do more social media stuff, but I don't. I need to step it up this year because we've got a lot going on. It's not just for me; it's for my other drivers and for Harvey and everything.
Yeah,
but Harvey's social media is, you know, it's brilliant, and it's like it's down to Harvey and his mum Sheila. She's not here at the moment; she's out. But she's like the one that sort of like
of course,
really making it happen. You know, you've got to have that.
And that's what I like when Sheila reached out to me saying, "Can I have you guys on a live video?" I was like, "Yeah, why not?" Gives you guys exposure, gives me exposure.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
And one of my guys, Mark, has just asked you guys a question. So it's basically how, because you guys know Ty and Chris Cuthbert, who's just joined, you know.
Yeah.
And,
that's you know.
Yeah,
Chris, don't you? Ty, is it?
Yeah, we saw him at Autosport show. He came and had a word.
Yeah, of course.
Had a talk about racing. It was good to see him, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Saw him at Kartmania as well.
Yeah. So he's got really good social media as
well.
well.
Yeah, he has. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it means a lot because, like, we know of a lot of people, and Michael Crease, who's British touring car driver, has just said evening to us all. So, you know.
Yeah.
So we are trying to get more people, you know, the exposure there.
Yeah.
Because that's what Michael Crease does for me. He's come on a live video a few times for me, and I'm sure he'll do you guys a favour. You know, he puts in good work for everyone. So, you know, he appreciates the fact what we do as fans, but he does a lot for us back.
Yeah.
You know, and
no, that's cool.
So, going into a few questions, what are your favourite circuits, whether it's karts or cars itself?
Okay, so go on, Harv, you first. What's your favourite circuit?
So in karting, it's definitely got to be either Fullbeck or Shennington.
Okay.
They're fun circuit. It's all high speed, but then also in parts of it, it's got a lot of corner complexes. Like Fullbeck, there's a lot of like complexes in it, and like some tracks you just get a couple corners, and it's like not the best thing to do. But with Fullbeck, I feel like you can really flow with the track.
Yeah, it's cool.
So my favourite, it's difficult. I haven't got a favourite anything. I've got, you know, see there's places like Cadwell and Brands Hatch, which I like because they're sort of natural, undulating.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, really, really pretty tracks. And then you like, excuse me, I like Thruxton because of the speed, and then I like Rockingham as well. And that's just sort of like a pile of concrete, but it's sort of, there's something about Rockingham, the atmosphere and that sort of
and
thing.
now that it doesn't exist as well, which is a big shame really, because, you know, with Rockingham not there anymore, it was one of the tracks I needed to do, and I kind of wish they still thought about it, but it is what it is.
Yeah, well, it's I mean, another thing I like about it is it's just up the road from me, but there's still hope. I mean, it's still actually there, right? I mean, it's a massive car park, but still there. You know,
it's still there, isn't it? It's not disappeared.
Snap it up for us, you know. Yeah. So yeah, favourite circuits.
Yeah. Have you guys ever been to Rowra up in Cumbria?
No, that is on the calendar for OKR this year.
Yeah, no, we've never been there.
Never been. It's my local one. I've never been. I know Ty's been, and I've been meaning to get across. So
yeah,
something I want to do.
No, we've never been there. That's the other side of the island. So
the other side of the world, it's the unknown. Unknown territory up here. Yeah, it's a bit weird up here. It's a bit out of the way. It's a bit out of the sticks as well. And I don't know if you can tell with my picture. I'm not. You know, I've got the West Midlands accent, so it's kind of a bit 50-50 for me. So, well, I live in Cumbria, so you know, this part of the world. I believe Daryl's asked you a question, Alex, about have you ever raced yourself or just owned the team?
Oh yeah, so yeah, I'm a racer. I mean, I started off racing. I do everything myself. I build my own cars, set them up, make the tea, everything. So we had a good start in these Hyundais. Okay, so let me just briefly start from the beginning. I got into motorsport when I was about 15, I suppose. I must have been playing with cars and watching it on the telly before then. So I got an apprenticeship at the local village garage. He raced MGBs. And at the time, I went to the local oval track to watch, you know, the bangers and the stock cars and all that sort of thing. And I ended up building myself a junior rod, which is an 1100 mini. My dad would tow it to the circuit. And I don't know how I managed it, but I had an AA manual. We didn't have the internet in them days, and I built a race car and went and run races in it.
Wow.
So that's cool. That was like 15, 16-year-old. And then I think I was about 20. I raced in the Metro Cup for a couple of seasons. Then I had a big break, having kids and all that boring stuff. And then about 8 years ago, I thought, right, okay, I'm not in enough debt here. I need to go racing again. And I found the Hyundai Coupe Cup, which was sort of, it was it sort of fitted the bill, you know. It was a reliable car, being a Hyundai, you know, standard engine and box and that sort of thing. Controlled regs. It's one class, which is important to me. You know, I like one make stuff, one class. And when I put a car together and sort of drove it, it worked really well. It was nicely balanced, and they stayed together. And it's good fun racing, you know. So that worked. We started winning races. 2016, I think I won the series for the first time. I think I've been runner-up more or less every year since, maybe second or third in the series. I won it again in 21. Not last year, the year before. So we put a team together in 2017, and we won the Burkitt in the handicap race, which is pretty cool. It rained, so it worked for us. So it was really cool. So we've had plenty of success with the team. So it's his turn now.
Now Harvey's turn, and Harvey's goal, if I remember right, he wants to reach British Touring Cars, isn't it?
Yeah, that's hopefully the main goal, isn't it? Really, because since I was young, I've been watching British Touring Cars. I think when I was around 7 or 8 is when the first time I went to actually go watch it at Snetterton, weren't it?
Yeah.
And I've loved it. The racing with it, it's just, you can get so close. And the good drivers in it, it's just great to watch.
Yeah. Well, I've been following the British Touring Cars for 24 years this year. It's unreal. And it's like, well, I was about 9 or 10 years old when I went. I'm nearly 34 now, and I'm like still stuck with it. And it's a fantastic championship. And you know, it's how it is. And if you want to go there, people will back you. I'm sure they will.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people out there. You know, I always say to people, reach for what you want to go for, and if you can't do it, then you keep going until you succeed. I know budget and stuff like that and sponsorships, but you guys have got ambitions where you want to be and where you realistically want to see, which is fantastic to see. You know.
Yeah.
I would never.
I mean,
if I was like 14, say if I turned the clock back and I was 14, I don't know if I would have to budget or my family would have to budget to go racing. But to see you guys go and do it, fantastic, you know, and it's great to see.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, it's yeah, you got to have the ambition. I mean, it's mad to think how we've got to where we are now, you know, because I'm an average wage bloke.
Yeah,
you know, it's technically I shouldn't be racing, but here I am. I'm coming home from racing with money in my pocket, and it's growing, you know, because we're doing good stuff. So, and you know, it's getting the money to go racing is tricky, you know. But we're working it. We're sort of learning how to actually do it. You know, it's why shouldn't we? We've got to give it a good go.
Yeah,
it's I think to Harvey, you know, is if you want to do this for a living, you've got to learn the business side of it. You know, you've got to.
It's not just doing it for fun, is it? It's just about trying to understand how much costing and budgeting, etc. Especially if you start your own team like yourselves, you know, it's all about what it needs to be. You know, I couldn't picture me if I had children with my partner and they wanted to go racing. I'd be like, well, how can we afford this every weekend or every other weekend or every season? It's looking at the pros and cons, and if more pros weigh up than a con, then you say, right, let's do it. But then you've got to balance it 50-50, because look how many drivers are pulled out because of budget previously. You know, it's ins and outs, but you guys have got the passion, I can tell, and it's what it is, isn't it?
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. I mean, it's what the high on dies. I mean, that's kind of within reach of someone who's sort of on an average-ish sort of wage. You know, if you do stuff yourself, you know, you can just about manage to make it work. Obviously, anything more than that, you've got to have a serious amount of money, and we haven't got that. But
yeah, of course.
So it's realising that if I can give other people, sponsors, companies, or whatever, something, and they give me what I need, you know, it's everyone's happy. You know, it's not just about stickers on cars and give me loads of money. It's not as easy as that. It is a big hustle. So yeah, we're just trying to find what we can offer as a team. You know, what sort of value we can offer people, and yeah, hopefully we'll get there. It's getting close now, though. You know,
we've got.
I believe Michael O'Neill's asked you a question. It's like, so is all the team and the mechanics and that all volunteers, or is it?
Okay, so it's yeah, there is kind of some voluntary stuff, you know, from mechanics. I've got a good team around me. I look after them. You know, they give me what I want, and I give them what they want.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing dodgy, mind, but
yeah,
it's like Darren who come to help me last year, and he will be again this year. He's brilliant. So he run a kart team for years, and he wanted to get into circuit stuff, and he wanted to race a car, and it's sort of like, well, you're helping me, and I'll help you to race a car. So I give him a drive and let him have a go. You know, it's and he's happy. He's happy with that.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Good stuff. So what's the hopes for the seasons then, if you've got ambitions, or is it to see how it is?
Well, obviously, our goal right now is I want to run my team successfully with the coupes.
Yeah.
Give all the drivers what they want and have a good year results wise and all that sort of thing. And on top of that, with Harvey in the junior saloon car, the goal is to do a full season and build up the experience and see how far, because it's his first season. He'll get 3 seasons, hopefully. The first one is going to be a massive learning curve. So if we can get a full season and do well and slowly progress, then that's a win to us,
Cool. Yeah, so it's obviously going to be a mega season for you both, because obviously now that Harvey's going into car racing and you're with the Hyundais with 4 cars, it's a lot to take in though, but you guys have probably got the experience to do that, and it's pretty impressive, because I do sometimes, when I look at, like, say, for example, Tony Gillam at Team Hart, with what he's got at his disposable with his team, and then you guys have got 4 Hyundais and probably Harvey Saxo, and it's like pretty impressive for someone that.
It is a lot. It's a lot to manage. I always end up saying, if I pull this off, I can pull anything off, because it's
of course,
it's going to be a busy year. I'll almost not take anything else on, but I probably would. But this is just a sideline,
Yeah, of course,
I've got a full-time job. I work at the MG Owners Club,
right?
In the work doing classic cars and stuff.
Cool.
So all of this, what's happening, is on top of everything else, life.
It's kind of like a distraction, isn't it? You've got your full-time job. You've got your full-time job working on classic MGs, and then you go away racing the weekend. And it's like me with the vlogs. I do it as a distraction from my everyday life, and sometimes I feel like this gets more on top of me than it does with my job, what I do, because I clean for Lakeland at the warehouse. So, to do this as a side project at the weekend when I'm not at work, I feel like this takes more time to prepare things than I do when I go to work or spend time with my other half. And I'm just like, when do I ever have time just to sit back and put my feet up and think about the next day? I'm constantly trying to get people involved, such as yourselves, into live videos and stuff like that. And it's not like I'm saying it's stressful for me, but I feel like it's a big challenge for myself doing it. I've been doing this like nearly 4 years now.
Yeah.
But I do it for fun. I do it for enjoyment. I don't do it because I want to make money. I want to do it because it's something I'm interested in, like racing, cars, you name it.
Yeah.
So that's what I do.
Yeah. We've all got to have something, It's I'm not doing this to make money. I'm doing it so that I can go racing and Harvey can go racing. It's you just got we want to do more, so we've got to push some more, and that it's what else am I going to do in my time? It's I don't want to sit there watching Coronation Street and that sort of thing. I want to go.
You know what? Who watching boring soaps? They're all boring. They're all the same as each other. Yeah. Would you two ever race against each other in the future?
Yeah. It's. Well, we sort of with the karting. Yeah, that doesn't count though. So there was I can't remember the excuse, what number excuse it was, but we've had a go in karts together. But he's a kart racer, so he was going to beat me, and I didn't want to make him look bad.
Yeah.
So Yeah, we definitely want to race together, and I kind of want to be like in a 2-driver race with him. You know, I want to share a car with him and do something.
Cool.
That'd be really cool. That's sort of on the list, isn't it?
Yeah, sort of endurance racing.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
it's pretty cool. Yeah. So obviously, Daryl's asked a question. I know Mark's had his question answered by Sheila. But do you have any role models in the British touring cars?
Well, yeah, sort of really mainly Ash Sutton or Jason Plato. Because Jason Plato, I've always sort of watched.
He's an alien, isn't he? You know.
Yeah.
I've always said that you either love or hate Jason Plato. You know, I've met him numerous times, but he tells it how it is. He doesn't tell it like, you know, how some people might say, well, he words it how it is, but then is he really just doing it for telly? But actually, he tells it exactly where he is.
Yeah,
but
that's sort of one of the things that makes me like about him.
Yeah, I appreciate his honesty.
Yeah, he's too honest. He's too sometimes a bit big-headed, shall we say? But then that's just how he is as a person, I suppose. It shows his character as well, which, you know, as I say, you either love him or you hate him. You know.
Yeah.
I support his arch nemesis. I'm a Dynamics fan, but you know.
Oh dear. Oh well. It takes all sorts, I suppose.
Someone's got to, but then again, Dynamics did sign Dan Rowbottom for 2 seasons, so you know.
Yeah.
It's one of the reasons why I do follow the dark horse, but you know.
Yeah.
But like I don't have a problem who races on the touring car grid. That, you know, if Harvey was going to touring cars, we'd support him. You know.
Yeah.
You know.
You've got to take your hat off to all of them for getting on there, you know, and it's
takes guts and determination.
It's good to have these characters, I think, you know.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
It makes it good to watch when you can actually see the character, see the person that's actually driving.
Exactly.
You know.
Yeah. As I say, even though I'm a Dynamics fan, it doesn't really bother me who people support. It's who they appreciate and have time for, I suppose. And
yeah,
you know, I can't. Yeah. As I say, I don't mock anyone. I come on here when I talk about the drivers that are on the grid. There's no shape or form that would slate or cheese any driver off. You know, it's who they are, and at the end of the day, we're all human.
Yeah.
We don't have to support the same people. We just have a lot of respect for exactly how it is. You know.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone's welcome.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So are you guys. You're more than welcome to come on here. And I believe Daryl put some on the lines of you both need to come back on after the first race of the season, give an update.
Yeah.
So you'd be more than welcome to come back on.
Yeah.
For a live video.
We'll come back and sort of give you, you know, progress report, let you know how we're getting on.
Yeah, of course, yeah. As I say, you're more than welcome to do that. I would say to people, you know, you don't have to be one guest. You can come on and tell us how things are going and keep us informed. I'll obviously keep an eye on social media, but if you want to do a video like this again, you're more than welcome to.
Yeah. No, definitely. Yeah, because we never know what's going to happen. You know, it's at the moment it just seems like a mad idea.
Yeah, of course.
But we're getting closer and it's getting realer. You know, each little step. It's like, my God, yeah, this is getting real, you know, like the cars sort of coming together, like Harvey's Saxo is sort of coming together. We bought what we could afford. We couldn't afford like a nice, tidy, brilliant car, you know.
Yeah, of course.
So we got what we could afford. You know, I've sort of stripped it, put it back together, strained it out. I'm getting it ready to be painted. So yeah, that's sort of like another little step closer. And like I said, going to Blighton Park.
Yeah, of course.
That was another sort of step. Like, wow, Jesus, you know, he's actually racing car around here. So hopefully we'll hear back from sponsors within the next few days. So yeah, it's
awesome.
It's getting there. It's getting there. Getting real.
So guys, before you go, would you like to plug your social medias?
Yeah, so I am Cursley Motorsport on Facebook and Instagram. I'm going to start using Instagram a little bit more, or I'll just get him to do it.
Something I need to do as well, you know.
Yeah, I'm 40 something. I'm still technically early 40s. So I don't know what an Instagram is. I'll get him to do that. I'll do Facebook. So it's Cursley Motorsport on both of them.
Yeah.
And Harvey is
Harvey Cursley Racing and everything.
Yeah. So yeah, Harvey Cursley Racing. That's on Facebook and
Facebook, Instagram.
Oh, TikTok. I didn't even know you'd got a TikTok.
The blokes have just recently joined TikTok, and I'm still working my way around that. So, you know, as I say, I'm nearly 34 years old, and I'm still getting down with social media. But
yeah.
But
the way forward.
Yeah, I believe Chris is going to talk to you about Ty's steps at some point, Alex. So he's put in the comments.
Yeah.
But yes, guys, thank you for coming on for an interview. Much appreciated.
Yeah, no, thanks for having us.
All I'm going to say just before you go, if you can see on my diary, I'll bring it closer. There's a sticker there.
Yeah.
Just about to see it, the yellow one.
Yeah.
So what I will do, because I'm getting new ones ordered very soon, I'll get one out to you for taking part in the interview.
Yeah, excellent. I couldn't read it. I haven't got my glasses.
That's all right.
It's a sticker. I'm going to stick it on everything. All the race cars, the van, the dog.
What I will do, I'm due to get a new colour done as well, so I'll get you the new colour out.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it as of yet because of, don't know if postals are still on strike or whatever. I just need to see what people want to see and if they want them. But as a thank you, I will send you out.
Yeah, thanks very much. All right. Well, you know, remember if if we're at a circuit near you, come and see us.
Yeah.
The kettle's always on.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Who makes the better brew anyway? Just out of that, just as a random question, quickly.
Well, no, that's me, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm well good. You've got to get it just right, the colour and everything, yeah.
All right, guys, thank you for tuning in and, taking in this interview.
Yeah.
It's been appreciated.
Very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Cheers, guys. I'll catch you soon.
Right, cheers. Ta-da. Bye.
Ta-da.
Mum's calling.
So, guys, yes, that was Harvey and Alex Cursley. I'll tell you what a class interview. I can't believe how well that went. If you guys are still around, then obviously we're going to go on to our next subject, is talk about British touring cars just very briefly. I'll tell you what, I've got something. Sheila's the best tea maker. But yes, I'll gladly nip along to a racing circuit near me if you guys are about. If you're at Alton or Croft, I'll be there supporting you guys. But yes, guys, going into just a bit of topics before we go, because we're not going to go until around, of course, 10 to 10. But obviously, indeed, Darryl, we will be staying in touch. I'll be staying in touch with everyone that I interview. So what is the news about PowerMax then? What do we think about PowerMax BTCC with having Andrew Watson? Sorry, Mark, I don't understand your question, mate. But yeah, as I say, Andrew Watson has signed for PowerMax Racing for this season's BTCC. I read the article today and it says that they're going to be back in oh, right, yeah, looks like where's Wally? Okay, fair enough, mate. I see. I do apologise. I was getting myself confused. But yeah, Andrew Watson has signed for Power Max. What do we think of that? I read that they're still going to be using the old Astra, which surprises me. How do we feel about that as fans? I'm interested to hear your thoughts. As I say, guys, I've got availability for next Wednesday, the 25th. If you want to be taking part in the next live video interview, I'm going to obviously, keep to Monday and Wednesdays. Yeah, no worries, Chris. Thank you for tuning in, mate. I do apologise if I've missed your questions or anything, mate. But thank you for tuning in, mate. Much appreciated. And if you're watching, Ty, hello, mate. Good to see you. I'll try and get you guys on at some point. Need to arrange a day and time for that. The Astra needs to go. I agree, Mark. It's a car that's very outdated. But what can you do? Within obviously Power Max, they're obviously trusting that for another season. As I say, guys, next Wednesday I've got availability for a live video interview. If you're up for it, just drop me a message, reach out to me, and I'll arrange obviously a time. I'm actually off next Wednesday, so we can bring the live video a bit forward if it suits you guys, if you're up for it. We'll, as I say, I'm going to try and get Ty and Chris Cuthbert on at some point, because I want to talk to Ty about his go-kart and his plans for this year, as well as talk to Chris about basically, as we did with Harvey and of course Alex, father and son, and doing motorsport. I know Chris helps Ty with his social media and helps support Ty as much as we do as well. But yeah, anything else you want to know, guys, stick it in the comments by all means. Just remember, keep it clean and sensible. I don't want to be screaming at people, but it is what it is. I just want a drink after that. Let me now cold beverage either. But I really enjoyed doing that interview. It's as I say, people are more than welcome to come back. But yeah, so next Monday I'm not here because I am away for the weekend, so there'll be no live video on Monday. I believe it might be a bit of a disappointment to you guys that I'm not here next Monday, but I do apologise for that. Highly appreciated every single one that's tuned in tonight. Is there anything else you want to know? I've got all the time until 10 to 10 tonight. As I say, I do apologise that it was later than planned. I finished work at just before 8 o'clock, and I needed to get home and get some tea, which, I didn't want to really leave it late because, it is what it is. But yeah, next Wednesday, if you are up for a live video interview, if you're involved in motorsport or you're just a fan, drop me a message. I'm all for it. We can arrange a time. As I say, these live videos, as I say, is a reward or as a thank you. You get one of our Hoppers Motorsport Vlogs logo stickers when I get the rest reordered and get the new colour ordered as well. That won't be until probably the next couple of weeks. I'm wanting to get, because I'm running out of stickers, so I'm wanting to get the stickers reordered. So yeah, it's just as a thank you for taking part in the live video, as a gift, from me as a thank you for it. I don't know what it is at the moment, guys, but I'm really enjoying how Hoppers Motorsport Vlogs is going. I do apologise if I do repeat myself now and again, but I'm proper buzzing at the moment. I think, we've nailed it on the head, with these live video interviews that I'm doing and having great content. I like to see you guys engaging. You guys are engaging. I know for a fact Cursley Motorsport and obviously Harvey and Alex and Sheila will share my stuff around. I appreciate that enough. I can't thank, as I say, I did a thank you video this morning, and I mentioned how
much appreciative it is to have the support of you guys. If it wasn't for you guys, I probably wouldn't be doing this. You know, it's been some time, and I do feel personally that, you know, things have been take the rough with the smooth, but then there is more to it. You know, I really want to see where this year takes us. You know, it may take us to a different championship and have a look what's going on. Like I say, I'll nip and go and see Harvey race, and of course Alex race. You know, I'd love to go and do that. You know, it'd be great to go and introduce myself in person. You know, and as you see me now, I am a down-to-earth guy, and it is going to be doing a live video with Paul O'Neill. It's going to be a very hard one to try and reach to get hold of him, but I could give it a go. But if there's any racing drivers out there that are watching this isn't like, please get in touch with me. If you'd like to get in touch with Hopper's Motorsport Vlogs for a live video and talk about motorsport, reach out to me. Excuse me. I'm more than happy to do a live video. I can imagine Paul O'Neill doing a live video with me. He's probably thinking, oh no, not that Hopper's bloke, no. But yeah, no, it's fine. But you know, I could, you know, I'd really appreciate if you guys are here. You know, I'm glad you guys have enjoyed tonight's live video and the interview. You know, when I came on, or when I was coming home from work, I was thinking, I hope it goes well. I hope, you know, we don't have any technical difficulties. But you guys have, I'm glad you've enjoyed it. I enjoy every single moment. And as I say, I know I keep saying thank you to each and every one of you all the time, but it is what it is. You know, you guys have helped me over the last couple of weeks, over the last day or two. You know, when we had Darryl on Monday, we had a bit of banter, and then he disappeared, and then he ended up to come back. You know, we had a bit of a laugh and a joke with banter. That's how things should be, you know, and then also talking about motorsport and being serious about, you know, the interviews, etc. As I say, February and March live video schedules will be out next week. They'll be out probably Wednesday morning when I'm off work, so I'll be getting them out, and I will be trying to think of if we don't have a live interview, I will try and get a subject out for next Wednesday. But yeah, I appreciate every single one of you. I believe Darryl said when we were talking, it was like 12 viewers, 9 viewers. You know, that's fantastic. I'm really happy how many viewers we get. And I believe the viewer count is actually broken at the moment, so I can't really tell on my side, which is a bit frustrating. I see that Michael Greasy joined. Hello, Greasy. I don't know if I said hello to you, mate. But yeah, good to see you in the comments, pal. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens in the next couple of weeks. I'm going to try and hopefully cap it peaked at 13 or 14. Wow, that's pretty impressive, because normally we're trying to get big numbers, you know. That's pretty good. As I say, I'm hopefully going to try and track down some more drivers and message them on social media, see if they look for a live video interview on the Hoppers Motorsport Vlogs Facebook page. If there's any driver you want me to try and get hold of, then please do let me know. As long as they don't live in Australia. I know we do have viewers from Australia, because we do have I hope we still have the Andre Heimgartner fan club following us all the way from Australia. If we do, then that's good. But you know, I've got to try and plan where it suits us perfectly here in the UK. I can't, you know, I don't want to be staying up till like midnight trying to get hold of a driver that's around the globe, you know, and very difficult to get hold of. But I'm going to try and get, hopefully, if I can, I might try and get a certain Max Coates onto a live video if he's not too busy. I believe Max might be up for it. Not messaged him yet, but it's a driver that I can easily try and get hold of. I may try and get hold of, if I can, Henry Neal, son of Matt Neal. because Henry's done some stuff for me in the past. So yeah, I'm going to try and hopefully get in touch with some drivers. I know for a fact Michael Crease, I know Creasy will probably be up for another live video at some point when he's not too busy. Trying to pencil a deal ready for this season. I think that's half the problem with trying to track down drivers this year, is because they're trying to get sponsorship, get budget and stuff like that ready for the new season. I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys think. Definitely having Harvey and Alex back for a live video, you know, it's fantastic to see. I really appreciate every single one of your support tonight. If you have liked this live video, please do give it a thumbs up or share the reactions, as long as it's not the angry face emoji, because I don't want to. I don't want to see it being angry. But talking about his TCR season, yeah, probably it wouldn't surprise me. You know, I don't know what's happening at the moment, but you know, it seems all quiet at the moment with motorsport, doesn't it? But we've also got coming up in, preferably in March, probably is when Touring Car Media Day is. We'll probably be talking about that. We're going to be hopefully going live on a Friday night as of the first rounds of the British Touring Cars, talking about what to expect from the opening rounds and where to sit and where to stand. Am I too quiet, or is the rumours in that too quiet, Mark? If you want about me, mate, I do apologise. I'm too quiet. What about the 23 F1 calendar? I'm going to be discussing that hopefully next week, mate. If I can't get anyone to a live video interview, I will talk about F1. I thought it was me, mate. I do apologise. What am I like? What the heck? What happened there? It's a bit weird. But Mark's been timed out for some bizarre reason for 15 minutes. Yeah, BCCC is very quiet in what's going on. Yeah, of course, mate. I don't know. It said that Mark was timed out for 15 minutes for some bizarre reason. That's a bit weird. Unless it was on. Are we still on moderation? Give me a second. I'm just having a look. I don't think we are we? So, all right, ignore me. It's all right. It said Mark couldn't comment for 15 minutes for some bizarre reason. It doesn't matter. But yes, guys, I am looking forward to seeing what is going to happen in the next. What did Jen get me from McDonald's? I had to order it myself, mate. But I had a quarter pounder with cheese, just a plain one, and some chicken nuggets. Didn't have my curry sauce, so I had some fries and still got my Coke left. Still here and I can still see you. So I was a bit worried what was going on, mate. But at least you're still here. If anything like that does happen and I don't know what's happened, please do drop me a message and I will try and sort it out. But yes, it is great to be back. As I say, this week's been fantastic. I really enjoyed this week. I hope you guys at home have as well. I don't know what else to talk about for 5 minutes, but as I say, I will be, if I can't get a driver on for next week or someone involved in motorsport next week, I will talk about the Formula One calendar. It'll be the first time we've actually mentioned Formula One on the Hoppers Motorsport vlogs. You know, but I hope you guys have really enjoyed tonight as much as I have. Excuse me. as I say, I'm not here Monday, but I'm here Wednesday next week. I'll try and make amends for it for missing Monday. I'll try and go live probably. Did I end up in the shed on Monday? Luckily not. But Monday was quite funny actually, when we were putting random stuff. But yeah, Jen saw the comments and she did find them funny. But I think she was kind of like, what are you lot talking about? But no, I didn't end up in the shed, luckily. But, you know, who knows? But yes, guys, thank you for tuning in as per usual in Hopper's Motorsport Vlogs. It's been nice to be back. As I say, much appreciated to Harvey and Alex Cursley for jumping on for a live video interview. I'd like to thank Sheila personally for reaching out to me, for contacting me, personally contacting me on the Hopper's Motorsport Vlogs Facebook page for the interview to arrange it. It's a massive thank you very much to you as well. You know, it's much appreciated. Jenny Dalton, Heidi's Toys. What toys do you want about, Darryl? I hope you're not on about my Xbox and my PlayStation. Can't live without them, mate. But yes, it's been fantastic this week. This week's been an absolute blast. It probably is going to be more likes and follows now as well as if you haven't already, guys, and you have come from the interview, please do like and follow Hopper's Motorsport Vlogs. It will help me out massively. I'm going to be looking how many people in total we've got on social medias, because I'm going to try and add them up. But yes, guys, thank you for tuning in as per usual. I will see you. Jenny Dawson will decide. Yes, Jen will decide what she takes away from me. I hope it's not my radio controlled car either. I don't have one of them, but I wish I did. Imagine if she hid my car keys if I had a real car as well. I'd be slightly rude. You like trying to make me laugh now and make me do silly things. But yes, as I say, if you come from the interview and you already haven't liked and followed Hopper's Motorsport Vlogs, please do. I'm going to add up how many people we've got in total on our social medias, because it's something I want to try and work out, because it is... No, Darryl, no. Oh dear, yes, Jen will be watching this and she'll be like, I'm gonna sneeze. Jen will be like, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, yeah, Jenny's gonna probably hide things from me. She hides me Kendall Town season ticket. I'll use it in a couple of weeks. That's just mean, Darryl. That's just mean. Is that a new hoodie? It's just a Super Dry hoodie, mate, with my t-shirt underneath over it. But no, the Super Dry hoodie isn't new. I've had it years. She could take away, though, this. Oh, she could take away that, though, couldn't she? She could say, you're not wearing this ever again. But, no, the hoodie isn't new, mate. But yes, guys, thank you for tuning in as per usual, because I'm going to go now, because I've been talking now for an hour. But I'm looking forward to seeing what next Wednesday brings, whether we have a guest on or whether I'm just talking about motorsport. But yes, if I don't see you next Wednesday, do have a good week. Enjoy your weekend, guys, this weekend. If you're doing anything. Oh, what team is that? That is the mighty Wolverhampton Wanderers, mate. We're not on about last night's game. Last night's game was a bit of a shambles and a bit embarrassing, to be fair. A bit like what happened at the start of the game last night. Is the t-shirt new? No, you've seen it before, mate. You've seen it before. I've probably wore it before in a live video. You've probably not noticed. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what happens. As I say, I will see you guys next Wednesday. Not too sure what time because I am off work next week, so I may be able to do it a bit earlier. But if not, then it doesn't matter. I will be live at 8:45 next Wednesday if I don't bring it any earlier. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. It's been a top night. It's been a top week of live videos. So guys, thank you so much, and I will see you guys very soon for a new live video next Wednesday at 8:45 p.m. Have a fabulous weekend, guys. Have a fabulous week if I don't see you next week. Until then, guys.